Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I don't really care for this slate, but big tournaments, so
Yeah, it always kind of works that way, you know?
yep.
It's never a slate that you're like, oh, fuck yes.
Right. Well, sometimes when there's like 7 West Coast games.
Yeah.
All right, we got that. Make sure we got that going on. I should probably turn my PlayStation off so you don't hear any sounds.
Courtney Lee. Oh, yes. Fantasy Labs. Thank you.
What, they like him?
Fuck them.
Shit.
I mean, he's only like six down, I think.
Oh. Dude, Lee's this Lee, dude. He doesn't do shit.
He's a bastard.
I don't give a fuck if he's playing Houston.
Fucking,
His upside's like 12.
he's a rat bastard, bro.
He's a cocksucker.
Fucking hate him.
Right? All right. Let me get this here. All right, you all ready? Yep.
Yep.
All right. All righty then. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, what is going on? Chris and Anthony back doing a recap of last night and a look ahead to today's games for Wednesday, November the 2nd. So hopefully all you guys had a good night last night. I had a pretty good night. Unfortunately, I didn't get to share this lineup with my subs because I did it last second, so apologize for that. But anyway, I had a big night last night. I went against the grind a little bit. So anyway, like I said, recap last night and to look ahead to today's big 10-game slate on Fanduel. And as usual, guys, if you are struggling on NBA, definitely let Anthony and I know. We've been cashing almost every single night. So it's $30 a month, $150 for the season. You get 4 lineups per day, 2 from me and 2 from Anthony. So like I said, if you're struggling, we will have our email in the comment section. Just message us and we'll get you all set up. So with that being said, do a recap of last night. So I went against the grind. Obviously, Lillard was the best play out there for a point guard, but it ended up that that Golden State just destroyed Portland. So anyway, I went with Peyton. We briefly talked about him yesterday on the podcast. We just he was too much money, but I decided just to go with him, and he got me 40 points, 18 points, 10 assists. So huge night from Peyton. Definitely will take that. Nobody had him, obviously, so. Big night right there. We talked about it. He was really popular. Chris Dunn got you 30.8. Fortunately for him, Mike Conley was out and Marc Gasol, so Dunn was playing all their backups, so that definitely helped him out quite a bit. James Harden, I don't know why, but in the $3 tournament, he was 5% owned. Yeah,
pretty criminal.
72.9, 5% owned. That's unreal. When I saw that, I knew I was going to have a half decent night with Harden, only 5%. So next was Waiters. We briefly talked about him. Didn't know if we really liked him or not, but hey, he decided to go have a good game. Got you 33.8. I think he had like 16 in the first quarter. So huge night from Waiters. Yeah. Next is Kevin Durant. 37 points. That hurt me. I was, as you see, I was about 15 points away from first place, and if Durant would have got his normal, 53, 54, 55 points like he usually does, would have been winning around $50,000 to $35,000. So he burnt me huge. Most of that blame is because of Curry, because Curry decided he wanted to go off in the third quarter and put the game away, so Durant didn't have to play anymore. So yeah, that really hurts me a lot. Next was Winslow. Yeah, Winslow got you 23, kind of a bust right there. He didn't do much. He did have 7 assists, so that kind of helped out. Was expecting at least 30 from him, but I'll take it. Next was Anthony Davis. What can you say about this guy? He got you 67 points as normal from him. So huge night there. One was Saric here for Philly. Had 21 points, didn't have many rebounds or anything, but still, he was only, I think, $3,900. So I'll definitely take 25 points from him. And then Joel Embiid, I wasn't too high on him, but since the trade went down, I decided I wanted to get Embiid, and man, that definitely helped out. Got you 38.5. So very, very good night. Unfortunately, didn't get the big money just because of Kevin Durant didn't get to play that fourth quarter. So
How does it happen like
368.
that?
Yeah, I don't
Out
know,
of
man.
everyone to fail you, it's Kevin Durant.
Yeah, of all people. Yeah, I was
That's
going
the
in.
bad beat.
Yeah, I was going into the Golden State game with like a 325, and I was like, man, I got this, man. Durant's going to get you 50, probably get about a 380 and be up there, but
It
oh
would
my
have been more
goodness.
acceptable if like Waiters or Sarge
Right?
failed you or something,
But
but
Durant.
Durant, yeah.
Yeah. So 368 still a very, very good night. So definitely, hopefully, we're going to continue that here tonight. Hopefully, win some big money. So, yeah, with that being said, let's get into today's Big Ten game slate. So our first game we have is Washington and Toronto. We got a 203 total and Toronto by 1. So who you like in this close game matchup?
Well, I mean, the guy who jumps off the page for me is DeMar DeRozan, but
Yep.
you know, that just kind of goes without saying. Kyle Lowry had a good game last game, but DeMar DeRozan is still just being an all-around scorer for him. He's
Yeah,
not
and he's
a
going
lot
up.
of peripherals, but
Yeah. And I was going to say Lowry's going up against John Wall, a little bit better defender than Emmanuel Mudiay. So, do you like Wall over Lowry, or just stay away from them?
Kind of would stay away from that. I think they're both, plus defenders, so kind of limits the ceiling here from both. I think, it's going to be a competitive game, but I'm looking towards like DeMar DeRozan to really pick up the slack on scoring.
Yeah, yeah, I think so as well. So, do you like Gortat or any of these guys, or no?
Not really digging so much that I can go to Gortat or Valanciunas as much. I think this is a really good matchup in the sense that a lot of these players match up well and they kind of limit each other's ceiling. Some people, are going to have to score points, obviously, but I think overall you're going to see everyone kind of hit their value and not much more.
Yeah, I mean, the thing though is that it's a really close game. So,
if you can, somehow work them into a tournament lineup and you see some extra minutes, in overtime, perhaps, then that would be amazing. But
yeah,
I mean, that's tournament play for sure. I don't know. This is an early game. I don't know how many I want to get from here. I think that a lot of
just
times you see
DeRozan
people,
for me.
Yeah, you see a lot of people stack the early games, and they get some nice screenshots at 6:00 at night, and
Right, and then that's
Yeah.
it. So for me, just DeRozan. I just don't think I care for anyone else. I mean, I still think John Wall is going to have a good game like normal, but
Morris, Beal, you don't think any of them are going to have to step up in this game? Or
I think they'll be half decent. But
if there was one person I wanted to take a risk on, maybe Bradley Beal, but he's facing DeMar DeRozan, so in this game, I don't think I can do that.
Nope. No. So for me, John Wall. No, sorry, not John Wall. DeRozan, maybe Wall, but 8,700. There's not enough cheap options so far out there that we can really, go for Wall. So, yeah, just gonna go DeRozan in this one here. So, anything else from that one, or is that mostly it?
No, I think that pretty much covers it.
All right, moving on. We got Philly and Charlotte, 196 total, and Charlotte by 12. So, unfortunately, Philly, you didn't win. Lost by 2 points. I was watching and seeing how it happened. I guess Ibaka was going up for an easy layup, and T.J. McConnell just straight up tackled him. Like straight up just tackled him. Had a flagrant. So yeah, Philly's coming off a back-to-back. Charlotte going to be at home. So who you like in this one?
I can't get away with saying nobody. So I guess if anybody, a lot of people are going to go to Walker here. Not my favorite, but maybe MKG.
Yeah, Walker. I think he'll have a good game, but it's gonna be like how Dwayne Wade and Butler were the other night. I think he's gonna start good. They're not gonna need him late, so I think he'll just kind of tail off a little bit. So I don't think he'll. I mean, he'll probably get about 35, 40, but not what I'm looking for.
Not huge upside, no. Normally he's priced at what he's gonna normally get.
Yep. But yeah, MKG, man, I love him tonight. $5,500 against the terrible Philly team. he should get at least 35 here tonight. I really do like him. I know he's been really bad these last two games, but Miami and Boston are two pretty good teams, so really easy matchup here. Hopefully, the only bad thing, though, his minutes, 28, 25, they're going down, so hopefully they go back up because I need him to get at least 30 minutes here. But 5,500, he's in a good spot.
Yeah.
Do you like Batum or anything, or?
I don't mind Batum normally. 6,400 is a decent price, but
I think they're just going to blow him out. I mean,
yeah, it's like how many pieces do you want to take? And 5,500, I feel like, is a decent price to get a piece from this game. So
yeah, it is.
Much higher than that, $1,000, $900? I don't think so.
What about Hollis Thompson?
Really cheap entry. If he's going to get minutes and be out there, I wouldn't mind some exposure to him in tournaments.
Well, yeah. The other thing, Henderson, he's a little bit older, so he can't play as much as he used to. Hollis Thompson, I was looking, he's their number one best 3-point shot. So, I mean, if they're down quite a bit, I don't think he really cares. He's just going to shoot his threes. So, I don't mind him. He's only $3,800. So, and only in a GPP only. And maybe he's the guy you need tonight because there's just not many cheap options out there. So, but that's kind of risky. I don't think he'll repeat his 33. But do you like Marvin Williams maybe here? Oh, I guess Frank's back, so kind of limits him a little bit.
Yeah.
You like Saric again, Rashawn Holmes?
I think Saric is a pretty decent option here. I think he's going to be popular too.
Yeah, he will be. He was not popular at all last night. So 25, I mean, that's not bad, obviously. Picked him last night, did good. But the thing I've realized about Saric is if he's not scoring points, then your fantasy points aren't going to be so high. So hopefully he's on his game tonight again. So because he doesn't really do any assists or too many rebounds. So he definitely relies on his points. So better hope that he's on his shooting game tonight. But yeah, 3,900, I'll definitely take that. And then you got Okafor because the Mead's out. Do you like him or do you like Zeller or just pass?
I'll probably pass. I think people are going to look to Okafor thinking that, another Philly, big man is going to be here while the other one is out. So Lightning is going to strike again twice. But, I mean, he's already $500 more expensive than Embiid. And to me, I feel like he has much lower upside. Embiid offers much more versatility as a player. He can play out on the wing. He can play inside. He can play up high, down low, wherever.
For me, it honestly depends on Okafor's minutes. If he's going to get a minimum of 30 minutes, I may have to put him out there.
But they've said he's going to have that strict limit of 24.
Well, they said that yeah.
Embiid just killed that value on 24 minutes. I mean, he didn't play much more. He dominated. Yep. That's what I'm saying here is I think overall Embiid is a much higher point per minute player.
Yeah, for sure. He's a lot more explosive. Has those fresh legs as well. So, even though Okafor, he's going to be back, but as you said, probably that minute restriction. So, probably about 25 at tops maybe for Okafor. So, 5,000. I don't think I want to pay that much for a guy that's going to get me 25 points. So. All right, I think that mostly does that game. Mostly just going to be a blowout. So Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is probably the one guy we're going to pick from that one. All right, moving on. We got the Lakers and Atlanta. We got a 207 total and Atlanta by 11. It won't surprise me if the Lakers make this a game because they almost beat the Indiana Pacers the other night. So, and that was a pretty high total as well. So. I think maybe Lakers make it a little bit closer game than what the spread says. I still think they'll beat them by about 7 or 8, but I think they'll keep it competitive for the most part. So, you like anyone on this one, or?
We mentioned that he was going to be popular last time, and that we just weren't really loving his upside. He didn't do amazing, but I mean, he hit about 5.5, 6x value. So, he's a relatively decent option, I think. I don't see huge,
Are we talking about
upside. No, I was talking about Schroeder.
Okay, yeah, sorry, my bad. But I don't mind him. I don't see the upside though, but he's going to get
Yeah,
you about 30. So that's it.
yeah.
Um,
Millsap, I think, is a much higher ceiling player.
oh, for sure. Yeah.
Obviously, much better value. I think I would play him in tournaments here. I don't know if I can go Millsap cash. I know some people are saying that he's cash player, but I like to take him on a tournament type of play.
Well, the other thing though, I mean, there's really not many good power forwards out there tonight. You got Davis, and then you kind of you slide down. I mean, you got Griffin, but
Yeah. Well, I guess that's what I mean
yeah.
is, on a slate like this, you got Davis. That to me is just light years better of a
Oh
cash
yeah, for
option.
sure.
So
But
cash
maybe
GP all around.
yeah, I was gonna say maybe like you said, maybe GPP Millsap because he won't be as popular as Davis, obviously. So maybe
Right.
if you get you 45, 50, and for some reason maybe Davis only gets 45, then there you go, you leap ahead of some people. So,
Yeah.
but chances of Davis only getting 40, 45 is a little slim. But
Yeah.
maybe GPP right there. Do you like Howard? You not touching him? Revenge game? No.
I think there's probably some kind of motivation for revenge over here. LA definitely hates him, but
Right.
you know, I think it's more so, LA wants to go out there and have their guys kill him. And fortunately, Mozgov just got scratched.
Yeah. Well, you got to remember though, most of these guys on the Lakers were only like 13 years old when, or 14 when when Howard was over there. So
Yeah.
um,
You wanna take a really risky chance on Tariq Black?
shoot. You might have to actually. I think you were joking, but
He's got huge minutes, man. I mean, can we do it?
um, well, I mean, if you look, we're looking for that points per minute. Had 19 against Indiana, 19 minutes, got you 18 points. So he's getting about that minute per. And if he's going to get those big minutes, 20, 28 plus minutes, I don't mind him. I mean, he's bare minimum, man. So if he gets you 25, oh man,
It's one of those plays on a slate like this where there's, huge tournaments. You get some value opening up way down at the bottom entries. It's like, let's do it.
I really do not mind Black at all. He's a really good interior kind of guy. It says he's only projected at 22 minutes, but that's still with Mozgov in. So if Mozgov goes out, he should easily be around 28 plus minutes. So I really don't mind him. His projected plus minus is pretty good. So I don't mind him at all. I mean, he's $3,500. So
we were talking, pre-pod. It's
yeah, trying to find a cheap center.
so ugly tonight. So
mhm.
if something's going to open up for me, I'm just going to take advantage of it.
Yeah, you should. So I mean, man, only if he gets you like 20, I'll take it. So,
Yeah.
and I think he'll do half decent, against Howard. Maybe that little revenge going on. Maybe want to show him up a little bit. So I don't mind Black at all. If Mozgov is out, you like Randall here at all? He's been half decent.
Yeah, I think he's going to have to step up here too then,
Let me see. Yeah, he's 39 and well, then he went down to 20, but he only played 20 minutes against Indy. Not sure why, maybe foul trouble, but I don't mind him going against a Millsap though.
I feel like, spend just a little bit more, about
Yep.
2,200 more and get yourself probably twice as many points.
Right. So, anyone else from this one, or mostly that's it?
I think that pretty much covers it. I don't know if you really want to look to the Laker guards here.
No, I'm not too high on him. Well, maybe Bazemore, but he's been all over the place. Don't care for Corver. So, Cephalosha maybe, GPP.
Yeah, maybe GPP. Maybe tonight against the Lakers.
Yeah, I'm still not too high.
I just don't know how much they need him.
Right. All right, moving on. We have Detroit and Brooklyn. We got a 201 total, and Detroit by 4.5. So Detroit is coming off a back-to-back. And I think they should destroy Brooklyn. I don't know. Who you like here? You like Ish Smith? Jeremy Lin?
Well, Ish Smith's defense is not something I'm a fan of. So,
Nope.
I mean, Jeremy Lin's not going to have too much resistance in that respect. I think people are probably going to get real caught up in playing Westbrook and other guys. And
I don't mind
they're
Lin.
going to start missing on Lin tonight.
Yeah.
So, I don't mind taking him.
No, they're going to be at home in Brooklyn. So, and they've had 2 days off. So maybe, I don't mind Lin at all. I think his ownership will be a little bit lower just because, as you said, Westbrook, some of the bigger guys is out there. Plus, Lin didn't do too good last game. So I don't mind Lin at all. I don't care for these shooting guards, really. You like Marcus Morris, Bogdanovic?
I don't mind Morris really. Some people
Pretty
are
easy
calling him
matchup.
out, but yeah, exactly. Uh,
I don't mind him.
don't hate him. He's not nightly one of my favorite players, but on a slate like this, he's in play for me.
Yeah, easy matchup here. It gets around 33, 34 minutes. So, um, yeah, I definitely don't mind him. Has a pretty easy matchup here against Bogdanovic. So Morris will probably be in there 5,900, still pretty cheap for the most part. So, all right, moving on. Power forward, we got Harris, we got Booker. You like any of these guys?
Harris more so
Yeah,
than Booker, I think.
yeah. Booker, his price is 53. He needs to be a little lower than that.
Hmm.
And then you got Drummond. You gonna go on the Drummond train for the first time this year or no?
If you need to spend up, you can go there. But I mean, I think we just talked about what we kind of want to do at center.
Right. So, I mean, if you
Pretty
had to
easily.
spin up, I don't mind Drummond, but I want to spin up other places because if you get Drummond, that limits your picks from the OKC Laker game and some of these other ones. So, yeah, if you get Drummond, probably can't get Davis in there. So, it's
Yeah,
up
I
to
just
you
look at
guys.
points per dollar, and I don't see the centers matching up very well around other positions tonight.
So, I mean, he's there, but nah.
You see a
So,
60-point game coming from Drummond?
I see about 45,
Yeah.
maybe 46, 47, but um, yeah, I'd rather go get Davis. That's going to get you a 60. So, at minimum. So, all right, moving on from that one. Not much going on in that game at all. We got New Orleans and Memphis. We got a 206 total in Memphis by 6. So, Memphis had most of their starters last night, so they should be good to go. New Orleans coming off a back to back. So, who you like in this one? Conley, Tim Frazier? Is Frazier just too cheap?
Um. Well, Frazier had a birthday last game, so I think that's why he did so well. But I don't think he has downgraded in any respect. I think he's still really good. I don't expect maybe 44 from him again, but I still expect about 35, 40.
Yeah, he's just so cheap right now. Yeah, I mean, and as you see, the 3 out of 4 games were 40 plus. So I know he's taking on Conley here, but I still think he will get you about at least 30 here at minimum for me. So 5,500, he'll be popular, but definitely gonna have him in there. Do you like Conley or no?
Um, he got to rest last night. They're going to need him maybe tonight, but Frazier's not a great defender from what I understand.
No.
I don't get intimidated by Conley playing him. Um, I think I don't know. Maybe it sounds dumb playing Frazier against Conley, but I don't know. I want to play Conley. Excuse me, Frazier.
Yeah, I was looking. Grizzlies are middle of the road defense against point guards. So I don't mind Frazier. I mean, he's cheap enough. Even if he gets you 28, you'll take it. So I just see Frazier. He has like the higher floor than Conley. I don't know, but I think Conley. I don't know. It's just I'd rather pick Frazier. That's all I'm saying.
Westbrook
Over.
Frazier seems
Yep.
just so solid.
All right. I don't care for these shooting guards whatsoever. Maybe GPP James Ennis just because he's cheap, but that upside is just not there. And in a game like tonight, I don't think you really need him. If it was like a 2-3 game slate, may put him in there, but don't really need him tonight. Obviously, pass on Anthony Davis.
Yeah, don't play him, guys. Please.
He's unreal. He said he's really frustrated with his team, so maybe he's just gonna be angry as heck and just go out and just destroy everyone. Who knows? Like he usually does. So Davis got to be in there. And they lowered his price.
So I mean, I don't.
Yep.
Just
Put him in there.
put him in there.
If you want to win, put him in. Do you like Marc Gasol, GPP against Ashik? New Orleans is like top 5 worst against centers.
Yeah, he could probably eat up Ashik, but I don't really get too excited to play Marc Gasol. You're going to have to find somewhere to not be spending up if you're going to put him in there, and probably kills your lineup everywhere else. So,
yeah, I mean,
find a way to get him in there. I don't mind it, but
I just don't see the huge upside. 28, 32, and 37. So maybe about 35 tonight. That's not bad for 6,800. But he just, unless, it just kills your lineup. I mean, he's going to get his points, though. So I don't mind him if you want him. But I just don't see how you're going to get some of these other guys in there if you want to get Gasol. But if you can do it, I don't mind. 6,800. He won't be too popular, but very good matchup for him. So,
yeah, if I'm going to play a guy expecting only to get like basically five times value, I'm going to make sure it's a guy that I'm spending up to get.
Right. Yep. All right, moving on. We got Chicago and Boston. I think this will change a little bit, the spread, just because of the injuries. But anyway, we got a 209.5 total in Boston by 2. So Al Horford is out. Bradley is game time decision. So if those guys are both out, then the spread is going to change dramatically for Chicago. So
dramatically, I like that word.
Yes. Anyway, you got Isaiah Thomas. You got Rondo. Who you like in there?
I think I would like to play Isaiah Thomas because if these guys are nicked up, then he's going to have to step up.
Yeah, huge usage.
$8,000, not the friendliest price to take him, but if we get confirmation that Bradley's out, then
I'd take him.
Yeah.
I mean, I know he's 8,000, but if those two guys are out, like we said, usage is going to go up, and they're going to have to keep up with Chicago, so he's going to have to obviously hold this team. So I don't mind Thomas at all. I know he's only got 33 and 33, but I think he can get 45 if those two are out. So I don't mind Thomas here. Shooting guard, you got Dwayne Wade, and then probably Boston will probably be going Gerald Green, Marcus Smart in there. So you like Wade?
I love Wade.
I do too, but as we talked earlier, if these two guys are out, maybe Chicago blows them out and they really don't need Wade and Butler, like we saw last time. I mean, I still think should be.
They're better than Brooklyn, though.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But, yeah, Wade, $6,900. The only bad thing, those two games, he hasn't been doing much, but that's because they've, haven't been really that close. But last time he faced Boston, as you see, he got you 35. So should be a good game. I think he will get you about 35 once again. So don't mind Wade at all. Then you got Butler, you got Crowder. Who you like in there?
Obviously, I love Butler, but if like you said, we get the news that these guys are for sure going to be out, and Horford is going to be out for sure, but Bradley. And we see some line movement, then that's going to make me fall off them a little bit as far as their ceilings. I still think they're good cash plays, but I
would pick Wade over Butler just because he's $1,300 cheaper. So
yeah,
and it won't hurt you as much if he only gets you 28, 29. So all right, you got Taj Gibson, you got Mirotic here against Jonas Jerebko. You liking any of these guys?
Yeah, I think Taj Gibson's going to be a real popular play. I don't mind him too much.
Nope.
I think he gets you about his value. Maybe surprised you can get 30, 35, but I'm not really seeing that. I expect about a good 29 to 35.
Yeah, I definitely don't mind him at all. I don't mind Mirotic either. I know we don't usually like him, but maybe for some reason, this game gets a little out of hand. Mirotic gets a little bit more run than he's used to, kind of like he did against Brooklyn. Boston doesn't really have any of those guys, big guys that go out, on the perimeter and can guard Mirotic. Mar Johnson, bigger guy, maybe Jerebko, but both of those guys I don't think can guard Mirotic from the 3-point line. So maybe Mirotic as a GPP, but I would definitely pick Gibson over him in a cash. And then center position, don't really care for here at all.
No real good plays here, I don't think.
Nope.
Not with Horford out. I don't want to take a risk on Zeller.
Nope. All right, moving on. We got Dallas and Utah. We got a 187 total and Utah by 4. So I think it'll be a little bit higher than 187. Just a little bit higher. You got looks like Brea may be out. So do you like D Will or still stay away from that?
I think he's going to see an increase in run. I'm not too excited to play him either way, but if you want to take a risk in GPP, go there. But there's just better plays. Like, do you want to play D Will or do you want to play Frazier?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Frazier has the huge upside, and D Will's not as aggressive as he used to be. So, And then you got George Hill against the Mavericks. Do you like Hill? He's been half decent for him. But
Yeah.
Mavericks are the 5th best team against point guards. So
Yeah, Hill has seen this has been a good trade for him. He's got a little bit of an increased role. He's seeing just a few more shots per game, so his value has increased.
Yeah, surprised he got 36 against San Antonio. But Parker's really not that good of a defender, so I don't mind Hill at all, but still like Frazier.
Yeah, I think Williams is pretty good defensively, and then Barea, I think his defense is a little bit underrated.
Yeah, he's a pretty good defender, but without him in there, but
says he's probable. I think he'll still play.
He might be a little limited, but yeah, he'll probably still play. Then you got Rodney Hood. Definitely do not mind him if Wesley Matthews is out.
Yes,
but they may put Barea on Hood if Barea plays, but I still don't mind Hood at all, man. I told you guys last night he'll probably get about 27, and he got 27.5. So,
so what do you call him tonight?
I say about 31, 32 tonight.
Yeah,
what I'm going to call. So. I don't, as usual with Hood, he doesn't have that huge upside, but if he gets you 31, 32, you're definitely looking pretty, but don't look for the huge tournament upside here. So cash game just because he's gonna, get your normal. So you like Joe Johnson, Harrison Barnes?
Harrison Barnes, maybe if Dirk was going to be out or something, but no, that's not happening. I don't really like the pace of this game.
No.
So I don't think I really want to get too many plays out of here.
No, not at all. One guy I do like, though, is but the only bad thing about him, though, his minutes, just because of his preseason injury, he's not getting enough minutes. But, man, why can't Favors get 30 minutes tonight?
Yeah.
I love Favors. Unfortunately, as you see, 20, 23, and 16 minutes. He's just not getting his minutes. But if he was getting his full minutes, he would just straight up destroy Dirk Nowitzki and Bogut. Maybe he still gets 25 points in 20 minutes. I could see it. But
they're just not ready to let him go.
Unfortunately, no. But, man, I really would have liked to have him. Plus, he's not the most popular guy out there, so might be under-owned. But got to stay away from him here. And we both love Rudy Gobert.
Mm-hmm.
Just signed that new contract. He's going to be, a little happy about that. Going to want to prove it. He's going to be at home. And as we just said, Dirk and Bogut are not good defenders. I know Bogut's only got Rudy's only had 23 and 19 in his last two. But as you see, he's faced DeAndre Jordan and Aldridge and Gasol. So two really good teams right there. First two games, Lakers and Portland, two really bad teams against the center position. So look for Rudy to get at least 35 plus here. So I really do like Rudy tonight. My favorite center. So if you want to pay up for your center, that's where you got to go.
Yeah.
Anyone else you like, or is this mostly just a fade? Maybe Rodney Hood and definitely some Rudy, but that's mostly it.
Yeah. And then before we get to the next games, don't forget Houston and New York.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why it keeps going over that. That's weird. My bad. All right, Houston and New York, we got a 217 total, and Houston by 1.5. So if you like this one.
I think a lot of people are going to go, we got to play Harden. Not as excited to play him tonight. I mean, I was wrong last night, but I think tonight I can be right on a back-to-back plus playing in a slower matchup that they're going to blow a team out in.
Well, it says 217 and Houston only by 1.
You really think that's true? I mean,
well, it's interesting though. I don't mind Harden. I mean, he'll be way popular. I mean, but I really want to get Davis in there. But I still think Harden's going to be half decent.
If that line holds and it's there,
yeah, you might have to.
You might have to play Carmelo too.
Yep, I don't mind Carmelo either. Yeah, I mean, a 217 in New York, that's kind of uncommon to see that.
I guess Harden just is going to play up for New York, and I don't know. Maybe Kristaps is a complete mismatch for Anderson. If that line's really surprising. Yeah,
well, Ariza, he's game time decision, so if he's out, man, Carmelo looking pretty.
Mm-hmm. Ariza not a bad defender at all, so
I like
Anthony. Be there. Yeah. Yeah.
70 and $500. He's way too cheap. I see at least 40 from him tonight if that line stays at 217, and it's only a one favorite for Houston. I was surprised to see that 217. So
Yeah.
one of the higher ones of the night.
Yeah, he's perennially a $9,000 player,
Yep.
and he's 7,500. That's a huge discount right now. I mean, we're
Plus
talking
he's playing
15 to 2,000.
Plus he's playing 35 plus minutes, so he's definitely on that floor. Porzingis, I love him tonight against Ryan Anderson. Oh, he's just gonna destroy him. 6,800, way too cheap.
Yeah, I'm surprised you skipped over this game, man.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. Yeah, but Porzingis, I really like him. As I said before with some of the other guys, Cleveland, Memphis, Detroit, all pretty good teams against the power forward position. As you see, he's kind of limited, but Houston, not too good. Ryan Anderson, not a good defender. So look for Porzingis to definitely get you at least 35 plus in this one. I do like Porzingis. So I'm going to have him in there.
What about your boy Derrick Rose? Nope.
No. Maybe, who knows? Maybe he'll go off for 40 if we don't pick him.
Courtney Lee?
Yeah, Courtney Lee for sure.
Yeah.
And then you got Noah, you got Capella. Nene's not going to play, so it doesn't really do anything. But don't really care for those guys.
Dude, Noah got put on blast last night.
Yep, he did.
The ESPN sent out the update to notify everybody that he missed a jumper by feet.
Yep. So Porzingis, Anthony, Harden. Do you like Eric Gordon in this one? We didn't talk about him.
Yeah, he's kind of the under the radar play out of here. I don't think people are going to go back to that well. I don't think it's worked out too well. The past, I don't know what one. I don't know, maybe last time it didn't work too well, but
last 2 games not too good.
Yeah, tournament only for me.
Yeah, I'm not too high on him. So, yeah, I totally forgot about this game. So, but yeah, definitely got to target that one if that total stays at 217. So, surprised it's that high. So,
just gonna keep an eye on that one.
Yep. All right, moving on. We got Portland and Phoenix. We got a 216 total, and Portland by 3. So Phoenix is, they're fresh. They had a day off. Portland, they just got annihilated by the Golden State Warriors, but their starters didn't really play at all in the fourth quarter, so maybe they were a little bit rested than normal. You going to pay up for Lillard here or no?
No, I don't think so.
He was hot yesterday, and then that fourth quarter just went down. So
yeah, I just think I have to pay up for Westbrook if I'm going to pay up.
Yeah, for sure. Do you like Eric Bledsoe here?
Against Lillard defense, I think he's got the skills to.
Blazers are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 7th worst team against point guard.
Yeah, I think Bledsoe's got it.
And Suns are the 2nd worst team. So.
Yeah, I think it's like a letdown game maybe, or do they come out here and they're just upset because of what happened last night?
I think it will still be a good game. I still think Lillard's going to get 40 plus. It's just Lillard. That's what he's going to do. I really don't mind both of those guys, but with Westbrook out there, I don't think you can get Lillard. But, maybe if you don't want to go Westbrook, maybe something happens to him and you go Lillard. Yeah. Who knows? But
that's the the play. If you want to fade Westbrook and have a lineup like that where you're kind of staying away from that if he bombs, which I don't really see, but
that's what people did last night with that Golden State game. Some people just faded it and it kind of worked out because Curry only got like 32, Durant only got 37, so it worked out for him.
We know that, there's always going to be chalky plays and then there's going to be, GPP type of fades that you make.
Yep.
And, that's part of DFS is what kind of game theory you're trying to go for in a certain lineup.
So you like McCollum here? I don't know if Booker's going to play. If Booker doesn't play, do you want to go Knight or it's one stay away from that?
I think I'll probably stay away from both of those. McCollum was a bit of a letdown last night. I mean, he picked it up, but really was expecting a lot more from him. Tonight, it's not going to be too bad. This is going to be a fast game. If you don't want to go with the Houston-New York game and you want to look for a fast game, this is probably it besides the OKC game as well.
Yeah. And then small forward, you got Warren. Do you like Warren again, or?
I think you might be able to go there. Yeah.
Let's see here. Yeah, Minu probably won't be on him. Let me see here. Blazers are middle of the road against small forwards. So
Yeah.
I don't mind Warren. Fast-paced game back in Phoenix, so probably about 30 from him. I'll take it. Don't really care for those power forwards. And then centers, do you like any of these guys?
Don't really want to go take a risk on him. Early in the day when I was trying to find the bottom center, I was trying to maybe look at this matchup, but I don't think you have to go there at all now that Tarek Black has opened up.
No, and Chandler just doesn't have any upside whatsoever. So
no, he doesn't get enough work.
No. Well, sometimes he gets 30-plus minutes, but he doesn't do anything. So,
sorry, I was like 2 seconds late on the mic.
Oh, no problem. So, yeah, these centers don't really care for it all. So, all right, I think that is it from that one. Move on, we got OKC and the Clippers. This is going to be, a pretty good game. We got a 209 total. I think it should be a little higher than 209, but Clippers by 7. So, the Westbrook for sure in this one.
Yeah.
Do you like Chris Paul going up against Westbrook?
If you want to go there in GPPs, I would not tell you not to do it, but I don't think I can do it in cash.
Yeah, if you go Paul in there, it kind of hurts your lineup a little bit because, you want to have Westbrook. So I don't mind Paul. He's going to be in, at home, but Westbrook for sure.
Yeah, we covered it. I think I would rather go Lillard if you're going to go with a Westbrook fade.
Yep. Oladipo, do you like him? Or just not doing it this year? Because he's only been averaging 24, but
yeah, he had a slow start.
Contract.
He got his contract, so maybe it's going to pick him up, motivate him a little bit here. The franchise has said, hey, we're still behind you, I guess, is what they're saying. Right. We have faith in you. For me, I kind of want to see. I want to see it before I go there. You know what I mean? You want to be ahead of the game, but I don't see it too much. Yep. Right now, you want to see him at least get up above, the bottom of the barrel shooting percentage that he's putting up right now.
Yeah, he's putting up a lot of points per game, but he's getting about 20 points a game, but he's just not doing any assists or anything. So, obviously that's Westbrook's thing. So, 7,000 way too much for me. Do you like Andre Robertson? He's been interesting.
Yeah, I was looking at him as a savings type of guy. His average points don't really make sense with his price tag. So, but as you can see, he's kind of all over the place there. 19, 33, and then 22.
Plays huge minutes.
Yeah, he gets good minutes. I guess it depends on each matchup night to night. And
yeah,
this one I don't really hate it, but
yeah,
the Clippers are kind of slower.
Yep. Yeah, they are for sure. So, and he's one of those guys that doesn't really score. So he's one of those guys that likes to get those rebounds. But with Griffin and Jordan in there, I don't think he's going to be getting too many more rebounds. So
no,
I'm going to be fading that one. All right, you got Griffin, power forward. OKC is not good against the power forward position. That's why they went and tried to go get Grant. So you like Griffin at all?
Yeah, I don't mind Griffin here, but man, there's other guys I want to spend up for, and even last game we saw he did okay, but he's not getting you that 45, 50 that you're looking for right now.
Yeah, 52, 31, 38. I think he'll get about 40, 42, 42, 43 here, but 9,100, a little high. He's popular, so, but.
Yeah. Coming into the season, you thought his price tag was just way too low, but now you're kind of just realizing, he's kind of middled out as a player.
Do you like Jordan or Adams here? Who do you like here?
We're talking pre-show here that we do like Steven Adams.
Yeah, I definitely do not mind him just because, as we said, he gets those big minutes. I'm going to be going up against Jordan, going to have to try and control that pain against him. So don't mind Adams, as I said, gets those big minutes. So, maybe 28 at minimum, probably around 28, 33 range for him. So if you don't want to go black, don't mind Adams at all. Do you like Jordan or no?
No, I prefer Diamond Stone.
Right. Already, I think that mostly does that there. So, and as usual, guys, what we're going to start doing, if you guys have any questions for us, like we did yesterday, we will answer as many as we can. we're gonna do our lineup, and then after that, then we will answer any questions you guys have for us. So, all right, I guess we're only gonna do one lineup for you guys today. We're just gonna do a 50-50 lineup. So, already, who you want in there for your point guard?
I think you know.
Singler.
Oh, perfect.
Right. All right. So we got Westbrook in there. You want to go Tim Frazier?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, helps out quite a bit. All right. Who else you like here? Shooting guard?
Kind of like Wade, but I think before Wade, I'm going to start with Hood.
Yep, he's cheaper, and as we said, gets you about, hopefully 30, which totally fine in at 50-50. All right, who else here?
Why don't you throw in the second guy here?
Got 6,100.
Can you pay up for him?
For Wade or DeRozan?
All the way.
Oh, no way. No. That would be GPP.
Yeah.
All right, let's just go Wade here. All right, small forward. Who you like? Don't take my guy. Don't take him.
Well, if I'm not going to take your guy, then I'll take Warren.
Yeah, that's not my guy. All right, you go Warren. I'm going Carmelo.
There you go.
All right, $5,600. Fortunately, can't get Davis in this one. All right, who you like here?
Let's go Zinger.
Who?
Kristaps.
Oh, Porzingis? Oh, I thought you said Cody Zeller.
I said Zinger.
Oh. All right, so I'm just for the center position. Well, let's see if that does anything. I'm going to put in Adams just for now. That gives me 5,100. That really doesn't give me anybody. So I'm going to get rid of, well, I guess you don't really need to. All right, just for this one, we're going to go Nikola Mirotic, as I said. He can definitely get his minutes, get his points. No one's really going to be able to guard him out there in that three-point area. So Mirotic, there you are. 35 last game. Probably get you around 27 tonight. So that is where going to go there. So